Hello and welcome back to another painting video. Today we are going to be painting a Knight of Justice for our Infinity Army from our action pack. We've gone back and forth through the paint scheme and we've kind of landed back on the original scheme a little bit more. I painted that guy like 3 times after I posted last week's video, so this is kind of going to be the definitive of what our guys are gonna look like. So German field gray is gonna be our undersuit color. It's just a dark greenish gray that I think works well. It also differentiates itself from the gray that is like the cloth parts of the armor. So we're just gonna get into that. So we're gonna look here and also look at our reference picture to kind of just get all of this going here. I'm trying to get back on content creation for the channel for the year, so I don't leave you guys too far behind this year. I know we've already missed the first week, but you know, I needed to take some time to, you know, get models and figure out what I wanted to be doing this year. Because, like I always say, like I don't just paint models for content. I want to paint models that I want to actually paint. So I didn't want to just paint some random models just to get stuff out, you know? And we've gone through those times before. But, God, there's this cat hair all over everything. So we're just getting the undery bits there, the neck here. The back of the armor there, inside there. Okay, so that should be good for that. Now we'll go into our primary color, which is going to be ultramarine blue. If I can find it, here it is, ultramarine blue. And it doesn't mean ultramarines as in Games Workshop Warhammer guys. Ultramarines a color of blue. I think it's happened to be also the name of a Space Marine chapter. Little fun fact if you didn't know. All right, so let's get on these armor panels. And as I'm doing this, I'm also realizing there's spots that I missed too with the other color, so we'll just have to go back in there. Once we finish this base coat here, we'll probably have to do a couple coats here because blue is kind of a streaky color if you can't tell. So we're just building it up here. Probably gonna leave that spot. Let me just look at I was looking at references on my other model as to like what parts are what color, so that I can leave room to get those colors on this model. So we're just gonna sorry, just ate a sandwich, so I'm also getting over some type of sickness. I'm not 100% sure what it is yet, or what it was. It's just like a sore throat. And coughing. That's all it really was, though. It wasn't anything beyond that. Okay, what's going on in here? We've got this piece, this. Probably leave that. Let's just get here. Get the other side here that we can see. And the doggy, of course, is being bad right now because that's what she does when I'm busy. I'm gonna go back to the field gray really fast just because we've noticed quite a bit of spots. So like in here, and then like this whole, oh my God. Oh my God, somebody help me. This dog. And I know there's nothing in there because I've taken her in there like 3 times. She's like, I went in there though. And I'm like, no. Evie. Evie, stop. Evie. Stop being bad, please. She says, no, thank you. I am going to be the baddest dog that there's ever been. And I'm going to be that right now. Right when you start filming again. It's just who I am. Get all the little chest pieces. Hey, Evie. She says, if you're not gonna listen to me, I'm gonna start eating stuff. How do you like that? Hey, Evie, hey! Oh my God, does anyone want a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel? Let me see. Let's get the... Yeah, just sit there. Just sit there and be a good girl. I know it's hard. Oh, she found her squeaky. She says, squeaky, squeak, squeak. I'm going to make the most noise. And the elbow pad piece. It's a little weird mechanical stuff going on in there that I'm not sure what's what. We're just gonna press on, pretending like we maybe know what's what. These are the models that kind of drove me to this faction. By the way, like these knights, these like tactical knight dudes. It's a really cool style that they have. Like their helmet design, I like pretty much everything about them. They're pretty cool. And then the mech is really sick too, which we'll be painting. Or the AP, is that what it's called? Not well versed in what things are called yet. So now that the other parts probably have had time to dry now, so we can go through with our second coat. We'll start off kind of where we started off last time. Get that all nice and coated. We don't want the streaks and stuff on the model when we're done. Hey, you stay away from those tanks. I have some RC tanks that I got for Christmas, and the dogs and the cats like sniffing around them. And I'm like, I know you're trying to sneak and eat the antennas. I know that's what you're doing. Hey, 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 no, no. She's trying to get my Disney ears now. Just keeping you guys updated on what that dog do. So she's being the bad. She's doing a real good job. We get this second coat on here. She's back to her actual toys. Thank you, thank God. And like I said when I was painting this last time, the other guy last time, I was like, you know, this game has like that manga anime style kind of deal going for it. So it's best for me anyway to like want to lean into those colors and just make it really vibrant and pop. So we're just gonna just keep this going through here. Okay, that's our blue down. Now we can go to our like leathery details. So that's leather brown. It's for like all the straps and stuff on the guns, on the belts, anything like that that would require that kind of stuff. So put that down there. So we're gonna get I even tried like a green tan situation, kind of like a Hawk Islam style on them, and it was cool, but it doesn't really fit them. I think this is a holster, so I'm gonna paint this brown. We have these little straps here. They're holding something. I don't know what they're holding on, but they're holding something on there. We don't really get to see back here. This is the top of the scabbard we can see. So yeah, we're gonna leave that. So that's all the brown, I think. So now let's get into our white. Let's use matte white for this. And we're gonna get some of the armor details. So for these, I like to get these little pieces right here that kind of stick proud on the armor. Anything like that that kind of pops out. I think we're gonna paint this piece white here, as well as maybe this part. We gotta then paint a little bit more than this because it's a little, hey, Evie, I see you. I see you like eyeballing that. She's like, I'm gonna get your Disney ears. I'm gonna get them. If I have to destroy everything to get them, I will. Like a raptor, she's like testing the fences. She's like, all right, if I go here, let's see if he notices. Oh, I'm noticing. Let's get the ear antennas. Oh man, so when you see this, it will have been announced for a while, but yesterday Bandai announced a Gundam miniatures game, and I'm excited. I mean, I don't have the highest hopes. Traditionally, their games haven't been the best. Like, video games for Gundam suck, in my opinion. Stuff like that, so we'll see what they bring to the table. I hope they take it seriously, because it has a lot of potential to be a great game. Now, they probably won't allow custom, right? So you won't be able to build your own Gundams, which, I mean, maybe eventually they'll just sell parts and the parts cost points or something in an army. But for now, it's what we have coming. I saw Wing Zero, of course, the Endless Waltz version. Saw Toggies, which I'm excited about. Saw some Zaku. I think it was Char Zaku. And of course, like the RX-79 and all that kind of stuff too. That's the wrong one I painted. So we'll see. It's like I said with Rivals, it's theirs to mess up, right? So we'll see what happens as time goes by. I'm definitely gonna buy it when it comes out and assemble the models and all that. Their plastics are good, so they've got that. Should we do this white? I don't know. These eyes are crazy on these guys. They're so small that I'm like, I can't even really get in there because I need to get it ready for contrast for the red. But we're gonna give it a shot here. So small. Okay. And then we're also gonna get this sword because our sword blades are also contrast painted. So let's get this guy. painted. It's a metal model, so like all their Infinity models, but the newer stuff, the new stuff from the new set is plastic, I believe, which like I'm excited if they go into plastics because I do not enjoy metal models. They're always bent. They don't go together great. The detail on there is hard to tell. You know, it's just Games Workshop has spoiled us being the gamers for a long time. So let's get into our red here, dark vermilion. Okay, so we're doing this part here. And we're gonna go get the end of the knee pad there, just like the little top streak there. And then we're gonna get this whole section here. Fins through there. Get the back fin as well as this part here. And then we do the same here. Just get those colors on. To there. And then we're going to bring it up through the rest of the model. So here, here, probably not there. Doesn't make sense. It'll look too much like a rising sun, which we don't want. So we're just going through, picking out those areas where it makes sense to go. And then we can get there. Probably just do like a little back here too, just to give it something to break it up. And then we can put the white into that little circle now that we've had time to like make our decision. I mean, we're supposed to put probably the Panacea symbol in there, but don't really want to freehand that right now. Okay. Now we go to our medium sea gray for the capes, for all the cloth bits. So let's get in there and get this done so we can have our second unit painted. Or agent, I don't know what they're called in this game. We'll just call it a model, our second model painted. Now on the box art for this guy, he's got a blue stripe across his cape, and we do red stripes, but there's no like line for it, so I'd have to freehand it. And maybe we'll give it a shot, but more than likely, probably not. Especially since it's like inside the cape, so you don't really get to see it anyway. Since you're looking at him from above 3/4 most of the time, probably don't get to see it. Let's just kind of speckle in there and get that all painted. Lots of folds. She's back. She's gonna go back for the ears. Oh no, she didn't. It was my cat. She jumped, or he jumped toward the window. Okay, now the dog's going towards the ears again. No, she made her. She heard us commenting. She's over here sniffing the ground. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Hi, kitty. Everybody, do you guys have animals? Do they always want your attention when you start painting too? They want nothing to do with you all day, and then all of a sudden you decide to go sit down and paint, and then they come and say hi? Does that happen to you guys? Probably happens with kids too, but I do not have those. Okay. Now we can go in with the metallics and get our gunmetal here. And that's going to be for the sword, pommel, hilts, crossguard area. So all of this. We're going to get this like tank thingy on the Spitfire. It's probably a flamethrower situation. I haven't played the game yet, so I don't know. We'll get like some like barrel bits here. And then like the tip of the magazine kind of situation, whatever that is right there. We're gonna get the belt buckle. This little collar. And then we go into the brass color. Brassy brass. Oh God. And we're gonna shoot it all over the palette. We only needed a little teeny bit. And then we're gonna get the feet. Make sure we get those good, and then we want to get the hands as well. The parts that we can see anyway. So our hands are going to be gold, and our feet are gold. And then going back to the gray here, because we missed this whole hooded piece here. And as the doggy, she is barking at a kitty. Hey! Hey! You stop it, you stop it. You stop being a little stinky. No stinkies. Oh, God. Okay, and then we're gonna take our Blood Angels Red contrast paint. And we're gonna get the face while this dog is barking, so pardon your sorry headphone users. The kitty is hissing. Okay. Hey, sit. Leave Chandu alone. Leave Brittany alone. Then we're gonna take this deep sky blue and we're gonna edge highlight the blue. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Evie, hey. And there they go. And they're off. And we're just gonna start doing some little edge highlights. Here and there. Just to get a nice pop on this blue. So we're just being a little careful here. Just getting some cool pops of color. Onto this guy. You can also use it to clean up any mistakes that we might have made throughout the painting process. we're just going to kind of streak that out. And then dark gray for the gun. It doesn't have to be a perfect coating. It can be a little splotchy. For the sword, we can start with a Imperial Fist contrast yellow. And that's brightest at the bottom of the sword. And then we switch to a Gryph-hound orange contrast paint to take it the rest of the way. We'll start at the tip there, wipe off our brush, and then just kind of bring it down like that. Same here, just start at the top, bring it down. Like that. And then we get our black wash, our Nuln Oil. And we'll get a little bit bigger brush for this part. What size is this one? I don't know. We're just gonna go with it. Hey. So, we gotta give it a shake. Pop it open here. And then we'll start like tinting those like dark areas, the undersuit, want the feet to be pretty dark as well. So we're gonna cover those. Was kind of trying to avoid the blue armor not as much as possible, but just a little bit, because you want those colors to pop on there, and just kind of you can just lightly go over it with the wash on your brush, and it'll not fill it in, but it'll still get those outlines for us that we want. It seems to be going okay if we just kind of keep a light touch with it. You can avoid this step if you want to on the armor, if you just take a little bit extra care when you're going over the pieces to kind of avoid the creases in them, the gaps in them, so that you could have a more vibrant model at the end. But I think we're gonna be fine here. We did miss his scabbard top, but again, it's tucked in here. Probably not gonna see it. So if you wanna go back and get it, be my guest. We are probably going to skip it. And And just get the gun to help pop all those little details on it. Make sure we get the sword here, and the hand. I'll lay it. Very cool, and that is how we paint our Knight of Justice for the Infinity Miniatures game. As always, you guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see on this channel this year, and we'll keep pushing forward. Thanks, you guys, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.